Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of NoWrongConvos. I'm Ogieva. Femi, introduce yourself. You,
me.
Femi. Yes.
I should use myself.
Yes.
You said, I don't understand. It's a
remember the last episode? It was like you must introduce me.
Yourself.
Anyway, moving on. And we have adorable guests today. We have Davina and Fehinti.
And
right?
Fehinti.
Hi everyone.
Fehinti.
Feintoluwa.
Don't say
Feint.
You know how I is faint. Anyway, let me know good there before she punches me. So faint.
Like it's not like open teeth.
Faint.
Or like a backing.
I think it's
like place your back.
Lay your worries.
That kind of thing.
I like that.
I like lay your worries. I like reliability.
You get
like Dangote cement.
Okay, so I mean, today's supposed to be a very, very engaging conversation, and we're talking about why. Femi, I can't even remember the title again. Please help me. I told you I'll forget. Help me.
Why there was no second date?
Yes.
Why there was no second?
Why there was no second date?
Yeah,
and we're going to be talking about this. We share our experiences, and today let's let one of the guests.
Before you say that, okay. So why there was no second date means there was a first date. That means So there's a transition between when the first date started, when it ended, and when you go home, and
some form of conversation,
right? And infinity is either it stops there after each party has gone home, or it continues. But from then till infinity, right?
No second date.
Yeah, so no second date. So what happens during the first date? What did he say? How did he act? How did he behave? What was his reaction?
Yours.
What was yours as a female? So we're talking about all that stuff.
The first date always determines the second, whether it be second or a third or.
Yeah, I would ask you. I would ask you, Davina. I would say, how in your head, right? The way you've as a kid or growing up, the way you envisioned your first date. How did that happen?
I mean, I think it's two things. For me, from the get-go, I've never really visioned it. But from when you watch certain movies, and what obviously modern world has painted as to what should be a perfect
Cinderella.
Exactly. You think about the sitting down in a restaurant and XYZ, there be
in
like
front
some
of the
grand
Eiffel Tower. In front of the Eiffel Tower.
You understand? The Eiffel Tower. I'm in charge of it.
I turn on the lights. You drive a fucking V12 coming to flex. I drive a V4. Anyway, sorry.
What are we talking about?
We digressed a bit. It was Drake's album.
We got carried away.
Drake's and 21 Savage. So we got carried away. We do that often. So forgive us.
So basically, I was sort of emphasizing that I haven't really had like a dream or anything, but obviously you watch movies and you just
envision, you just feel that's how.
Okay, so a guy wearing a suit, then you're wearing a dress.
Not necessarily a suit.
Romantic
but I just
scenery.
mean like, you meeting a guy on a random night out or whatever, and then, that whole fairy tale business.
Okay, so it pops in your head, so like at the beginning, but when you've met the guy.
You can't help it.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you?
I was mostly thinking of how to, win the World Cup. I was always on the football field. Up until I think when I was in SS3, I was about to graduate, and everybody was having boyfriend. This is my boyfriend, and all of those things. And that's when I started thinking about, okay, maybe this is how we go. It's like we go out on the first date, and then afterwards we just live for a while, and then we just tell our parents to get married.
I didn't see that coming.
That's how I.
Okay, so that's the summary of your story. Okay.
Yeah. I went to an all-girls school, so I didn't even have interaction with boys until I was God knows how old.
Shit.
Wow.
I went to an all-girls school too, but I think at some point we always had competitions and all of those things.
Okay, yeah.
So boys now call me.
We mingled, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have joined the
Sports team.
See,
you get me?
Should have known how to play football. Damn.
I reading your books.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. Out there reading our books.
Okay.
So,
So
let's go back.
now we are on the date, right? I don't know if maybe you met the guy online, or maybe you met the girl online.
Okay, so let me start by giving you like my first
Date.
experience.
Oh, okay.
First one.
Okay, before we go
So went to like a Nigerian wedding, whatever, and then met this guy there, and I went with a friend of mine. Anyway, he seemed cool, nice conversation on the day, but then it's a conversation that you don't really take too seriously because again, you're at a party,
you're at a wedding,
whatever,
the music is loud, yeah.
Exchange numbers. So
Now
okay.
move on.
Anyway, so next few days involved sort of like talking on the phone, XYZ. From that, it seemed okay, I wouldn't mind going out on a date with him. And then he asks, I'm like, I'm not sure. You could, within that few conversations, you can sort of either pick out how the date might sort of like feel, where maybe you're not sure if you're really feeling this guy or not, based off maybe conversations, topics, tone of his voice, things that he says, just different things. Exactly. And then I agreed to go on the date. But then because I wasn't sure, I told my girlfriend and I said, look, if at any point during this date, please babe, come through. Call me, help me get out of this situation, that I'll definitely buzz her. Anyway, so we went on a date. Guy picked me up from the house. At this point, I'm like, okay, you know what's not bad. He drives a good car. He seems like he has a good job. Conversations. Okay. Anyway, got to the bar and cut story short, first incident happened within 10 minutes of us being inside the bar, right? I order a drink and he says, oh, I like the way you suck on your straw. That was the first.
What was his name?
Did you hear that?
I'm not going to mention names.
No.
I'm not going to mention names. No names.
Set up.
No names. It gets juicier.
Already.
Wait, sorry.
She said it gets juicier.
Sorry. Just go ahead.
Go on.
Straw, you stop there.
It gets juicier.
Okay.
At this point, the barman makes a face like,
Okay.
babe, or
You're on your own.
you're on your own. I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe he's nervous. Maybe he's just said the wrong thing. Let's give him a chance. Anyway, so we take our drinks, go to wherever it is that we're meant to be sat. It was just a normal like bar, quiet. It wasn't that busy.
Wherever is what meant to be sought.
This guy no enter me.
Sorry.
This guy no enter me.
I just it's a sought.
You entered the jar.
I'm sorry. I know.
Cordial.
I know
exactly.
cordial.
The babe from 2 episodes or 4 episodes ago. I watched
I know
it.
cordial.
This guy.
Sorry. When I hear something like the next episode, maybe it's another UK babe, and I'll be like, we were meant to be sat.
Oh, shut up. Go on.
Please go ahead.
This guy is crazy.
No, it just reminded me. Yesterday I was in a taxi on the way home, and I said to the Uber driver, he was like, "Oh, which route do you want to take?" I said, "Oh, can we take this route?" He goes, now you them say like babes like you are the ones that say routes. And I'm like, what is this supposed to be?
Routes, potato.
It's roots now.
Americans.
And then I explained to him, I said, Americans is routes.
Yeah.
I was like, that he thinks that he's Yankee people that he's been saying before. Anyway, that's just like
okay.
that.
So back to our story. So you are talking about the straw.
Yes.
And how you sucked on the straw.
No, I sipped my drink.
Okay.
I didn't suck on the straw.
Okay,
there's a difference.
Okay, so the guy saw you sucking on the straw.
He said,
I like the way you suck on the straw.
Yes.
he
Oh,
said,
I like the way you lick the straw.
no,
Oh, wait.
this guy.
No, I'm
I sipped my drink.
what did he
He
say?
watched me sip my
your
drink.
What did he?
Whatever he saw
Okay.
is something
Okay,
else.
but what did he say?
And he said, I like the way you suck on your straw.
Hey, that's what I said. I like the way you suck on
Doesn't
your
mean
straw.
that's what I did.
No, not you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. It just
Let's go.
Just to clarify.
clarification confirmed.
You don't do
100%.
Anyway, so I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe he's just nervous. This is an isolated incident. Let's carry on. So we then move over to wherever it is that we're supposed to be sat. And music's playing, we're having fun. I remember specifically, and that is because this date is my top 3. There would never, ever be a second date.
Yeah.
This is like my number 1.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Anyway, Usher is playing. And it was
Like in person.
no
Like
music, just yeah.
Okay, let's
And then dude gets up and he's dancing and then says, you know, and I'm sitting down and I'm looking like I can't really figure it out. Anyway, and then he starts dancing and then dude is saying, oh, if his boys were here, he would take off his t-shirt. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Do you need to take off your
What's the t-shirt
t-shirt
to your
when
boys,
your
eh?
boys are here? Are you that way inclined?
Yeah.
If you are, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ignore that. Strike 2. I'm thinking something is weird, something is off. Anyway, he then comes back down, sits down, and we're trying to like make conversation. And I kid you not, nothing spur up what he was about to say. He told me that, by the way, I'm a virgin from behind.
Which kind of guy?
That was it.
Full disclosure.
Food.
I like it.
Sorry, guy, girl. I don't know. I got confused.
So
when
wait,
he
the
said
guy was
that.
looking forward
So,
to you.
I don't know.
He's
I
a
don't-
virgin from behind.
I don't know.
Well, it'd be like saying
That's
maybe
what he
some
said.
Okay, do you know? I want to
Get
move.
me.
Okay, so we can't dwell on that last part because it go take come on here.
Yes.
There's so many questions that
after
arise
that-
No, that's a no.
just from that statement.
So you
You
stood
know,
up then. Please
I-
tell me you stood up then.
No, the first thing I did, remember there was a plan from the beginning, XYZ.
Oh, to call your friend.
Messaged, you know, my girl. And it immediately buzzed me. I'm like, then made an excuse. I really have to go. Something urgent
Sorry,
come up.
bye-bye.
I have to go home. Immediately, I jumped
Straight
in a
up.
taxi. I went home.
I won't even look
Now,
back.
the weirdest part for me is the next day he messaged me and he actually called me, but I ignored. And then he messaged me and he said he had a fantastic time last night. How about a second date? Eh?
Big no.
With his friends this time.
With
So
his
he can
friends.
remove his shirt.
So he can remove his shirt. Exactly.
Well, I didn't wait to find out.
Okay. So I'm kind of pissed at you that you
Excuse
like hold on, let me finish. I'm kind of pissed at you because when you heard virgin from behind, you know that thing when you just better. You know, your spirit leaves, gets home, and waits for your body to come. You know that kind of thing. Like, guy. Okay, I've heard enough. Right? Thank you so much. First strike, second strike. So you had to. So is this customary to wait for
Just
a second or a third strike before you
Not
call
necessarily, but I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
So you're
Because
waiting.
I always,
Patience.
there's that too. But I also believe that when I've been on dates, I've been nervous. Sometimes I feel like, you know, maybe I've said the wrong thing. You feel like, you know, that is why I don't like sit down dates. Dates where you go to a bar, go to a restaurant, that fairy tale nonsense, to me, it does not work for me. I would rather we go on an adventure, something physical, you know, something active.
Okay, so you want to climb what they call that thing?
Whatever it is,
You want to climb-
it breaks ice.
You want to
And
leave
so
hanging.
that's
I'm be saying, hey lion,
Oh my God.
hey lion, hey monkey.
Level
Now.
I can.
Hey,
Yes,
Femi.
exactly.
Hey, Femi. Up
Okay,
on the tree.
so really, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Anyway,
Look at
so
Ogieva.
wait.
Hey, look at
Fehinti needs
Ogieva
to
and look
share
at me. Who looks like a monkey? I don't even understand.
Wow.
This nigga right here looks like a monkey. Anyway, let's go back. Let's not digress.
I hope the comments.
No, you look like a monkey, don't worry.
But basically, you understand what I'm saying,
Of
right?
course I
In
do.
terms
Yeah,
of
yeah.
an activity-based date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hiking. or
Yes,
chest date.
Hiking is nice.
different.
So ma carry gear, more waka, more sweat. After I spray, you know how much do my perfume? I spray 150,000 naira perfume.
About
for body.
29. I bet her story. Let's hear her story.
Now example, not be say I buy the.
Let's hear her story, yo.
So hold on, let's answer her first.
But what is wrong with going hiking?
So you want hike, you go sweat.
Yes, sir.
Abi?
Not necessarily.
So now what if the guy ever bath? You know say they like bath for that side.
Yes.
Then you can't smell, body would come out. You go still enjoy hiking.
This sounds like very specific situations.
Oh, did it?
For you.
For you.
Why would the guy not have
it
his-
No,
sounds
I don't
very
like
specific.
hiking. We shouldn't be hiking. Most sit
It
down.
sounds like, have you tried it before?
No.
You see?
No.
You should try it.
That's some things. No, so listen. When you go, for me, customary, when you go on a date, sit down. After you sit, you eat or you drink and eat, whatever, and maybe put some peanuts. When you're done with the date, you can walk.
So what
Leave
about
your cars.
What, so you're just
And
going
just
to
walk
eat,
a
you're
bit
not
and
going to
walk
talk,
back, right?
You're not going to eat.
No, I
drink,
said
eat,
after
drink.
the date now. I no go talk, you just chop. When
You
you
mentioned
know
food.
hungry. When you know, are you a hungry man?
Speaking of, that's my own story though.
No. Before you say anything,
My own
please,
story,
Fame,
yeah, my
Fame,
turn
please.
off, yeah.
I
No
need.
You're someone that eats too much.
Yes.
God, see, guy.
This girl was a beast on that table. Splitting with bill.
What if?
Splitting with bill. That one.
No.
You know this
Yeah,
girl
we're talking
came
about
here
Niger.
to eat.
Talking about Niger.
Do you understand?
No, Niger. They split bill.
This one's not about Nigeria. This girl came
See,
there to eat. Do you understand? She just came there and was eating. Do you understand? I'm like, what the hell? Now I know we came for it.
Exactly. Like,
I
what
know
is she
we
supposed
came-
to do?
I know, yeah, I know we came there to eat, but come on now, you want the whole menu?
Maybe she was hungry.
Do you understand?
was hungry.
She
Maybe
get
she
to
was
start with
hungry.
desserts. Do you understand?
She started with dessert.
Desserts. Yeah, very smart babe. Me, I don't like say, this babe don't save me, bow. You understand? That's what this girl, had the cupcake so nice. When they put me, I don't even want chop. Now that's the look say you make just. You understand? Chop,
just
eat,
stop.
taste. I don't know say she dey bake.
That's
me.
it,
You understand? So you get you understand, and I'm like, okay, next thing we have spring rolls. You get. And the restaurant had like just four. You understand? Yeah, let's have another one. I mean, after some time, like, what's going on here? Do you understand? So I started looking at this babe. So when she called the guy again, I was like, let's order. Let's order food. The worst thing that happened that day was that guy giving that girl the menu. She ordered rice, special fried rice, black, whatever. But the sauces. This girl, give me this one, chicken, give me this one, give me one.
Filet mignon.
At some point I was like, stop. I couldn't take it anymore. Do you understand? And the money they increase. You get
sauce per sauce.
dinner for 2, don't turn dinner for 8.
But was it about the money or was it about the
No,
fact
it
that
was a
she
turn off.
couldn't
It was a
eat?
turn
No,
off
it's just a
initially.
turn off.
I mean, I just chipped that in. Still,
I mean,
I'm
that
not
was
even going to.
a lot.
First
That was a
date.
lot.
Drop
That
it
was a
like
lot.
First
yeah.
No, forget
But
even
you
first
like-
day,
you
second
like-
day,
you
third
like-
day, fourth day.
you
I
like-
don't care
you
how
like
many
going
days.
out. Okay, no,
That's a
See,
lot.
no,
of
I
food.
love going out.
If
on
you
dates.
know your girlfriend
love
at that
going out
point,
on-
it's the 8th date. If you know, of course, the first date is already your girlfriend by the 8th date. I think so, right? So if you know that between the first date and the 8th date, you know she likes food. She didn't totally express herself on the first date, but by the time we got to the 5th date, you're like, this guy.
Maybe you didn't go to food.
You got, because see, again one
No,
place.
no,
hold
see,
on.
look.
Again one time, I did one bar. I sat close to some of my guys, and the next table was a girl and a guy. Apparently, maybe it was the first date, and this girl ordered for full fish, 6K. She chopper.
That does be.
She only ammo. She chopper. Then she ordered for the second fish.
No, don't say it.
She chopper.
I go stand
Yeah.
up, I can't leave him.
She chopper. So that guy. So the girl stood up at some point, and me, Femi, I'm kind of very friendly. I'm very jovial, so I need to, So I was not like, guy, have fun now. Hold on, I was talking to the guy.
Femo lala.
Uti. So I was talking to the guy and I said, guy, how fun? How you doing now? But enjoy your date. I said, oh boy, now wow. So the guy said, you know when the guy takes a deep breath and says, now wow. I said, guy, what's happened? Me for my mind, I don't already know where this thing they go. So I bait the guy.
Yeah.
I said, guy, so what's happened now? And he goes, you see that big baby there with me? She dropped 2 fish. They said
6K fish.
Guy, no, 6K fish. I'm not joking.
Anywhere for
fish.
Lagos.
Guy,
anywhere.
the fish.
Don't worry.
I'm not joking.
6K fish.
She chop them and she's a bit on the lovely side. So I don't want to be that person. She's a bit on the lovely side.
She's big, bro.
So
It's what it is.
lovely side.
Bro.
She's a bit on the lovely side. I didn't say anything.
As it is.
Funny enough,
Okay, she gets more weight.
I have 2 sides to that story. Yeah. At some point, I was the bad. Do you understand? You get to. It was one girl. Yeah, it was one girl. Yeah, you know, and she was from. Okay, I'm not going to mention where it is from. I beg. Anyway, blah blah blah. So we went out on a date, first date. Mm-hmm. She actually even took me out on the first date. So there was this place here. It was like an indoor theater. Yeah, so we're watching like a classic movie with big puffs and everything. So I was like, okay, yeah, this fresh. Yeah, I've not been here before.
It's different.
Yeah, I'm liking this. You understand now? So me and the babe begin watch the movie now. You know, the movie started the movie was long and in black and white. So after some time, I slept off now. Trust me now. As I'm from nowhere in the very quiet place, you just said. Yeah, the girl, they slap me, they pinch me, they elbow me. How did I? Well, you know the dumbest thing about that thing, yeah? We actually dated.
Are you serious?
Then we went out. Luckily for me, yeah, the girl was so pissed, man. She was already walking away. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. You know, so they had like, seats out, outdoor seats. I just said, please just sit down, please. Let's just, and we got the drinks. And I'm like, man, babe, see, I'm like, well, that is not for me, man. I know it's our first day, but I was really struggling. If you see, it took her. It was like, she was like, you could have just woken up. But he just kept on snoring. So laugh about it. See, if I did not get a second date, I wouldn't have been upset. I messed that night up. Do you understand? But it was cool. We actually dated, so that's me, my story on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you. Fehinti has to say something. She wants to say something. No, okay. So that part, I don't know. But Fehinti has a story.
Okay, so let's hear it.
Fehinti has a story. Please, let's hear it.
Okay, so which one?
Yeah, I mean, which one is which one?
Rap shit.
Okay, so apparently she has like a rap shit. Like this guy, he smell. This guy, he get body odor. This guy, he get smelling mouth. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
go ahead.
so I just
go on there.
Okay, so I don't know. We met somewhere at a party. Mm-hmm. I think at a party, and then he was like, we should have drinks sometime and all of these things. And me, I'm staying in my 2, and he's staying on the island. See, that it's a long distance.
Far end, yeah.
Anyways, so we go out and then we have drinks, and before I went out, I think I was drinking with the family, and it was like a festive period, I think in April or something of that sort. It was Easter, yeah. And so I was already even quarter to wasted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
you still went out?
Yes, and I still went. So we went to this place. I'm not going to mention the name.
Yes,
of the place. Yeah. And so we went. So we had few drinks, and so we wanted to go to another location, and I was hungry. And so, yes. And
Fehinti.
This is
Reliable.
Get me.
please. I'm not a drunk.
No. I
you
don't
know,
No, come
You
on.
know, it's just like
No wrong
once in a
convos.
while, and once in a while, you know, you
No-
just have to.
no wrong
Anyways,
convos.
back to my story. We go to another location and we're supposed to have drinks, and that is when it started. I wanted food because I was hungry, and they brought the food. It was chicken. Chicken. This guy was using his 2 hands to eat. That's not the problem. We were in the midst of a lot of people. I used my hands to eat.
Yeah.
But he was licking his hands. No. This is
Hey,
not.
guys,
No. He was.
Guys,
No,
why did you do like that?
please. It was. This is not even funny. He was licking his hands, and I was feeling
Yeah, you
uncomfortable.
even lose appetite.
Yeah, no, not. I was hungry.
and you
Èmi
chop
wọ́n
your
like
chicken
oúnjẹ
like
kú. Hey, I was
Nice.
hungry, so I kept eating till I was done, right? And he went to wash his hands, and then he now started we now had like a conversation, and he started telling me, how his father owns this, has lands in this place, has houses in America, and all of these things.
Son of a rich
he's
man.
the son. Exactly, trying to say he's the son. That was the food thing was not even my problem. I kind of let it go, or maybe I didn't really pay attention to it. But when the other strikes start,
showing off.
you then start to pay
Yeah,
attention to
reflect.
everything that they say, and that's how he said so. And then he knew somebody. I don't know. He knew somebody, and the person came to greet him, and they were not like, Baba for the street, anything for the boys, and all of this. And it kind of seemed planned, kind of. I'm sorry, but the way the first person, this is when I knew that this is not the way the first person came, Baba for the boy, all this kind of things. Another one, show your daddy love, all this kind of things. Like he would just put one hand in his pocket and be like 1,000 here. That's Baba. I did
Chairman
babe
is in
now. That kind
town,
of chairman is in town. That kind of Emile Fefi trophy girlfriend. Anyways, that was it for me. So he kept on talking about himself, how and you can tell a lie when you keep lying, then you tell it's a lie because you keep going on. In fact, when I was leaving there, I just blocked his number. Like me, I don't have time for rubbish. I don't have time for nonsense.
You're one of those
So
blockers.
he has to pay for the food now. After wasting my time.
No.
After wasting
For that
my time.
embarrassment.
Forget.
He-
See,
he-
even
he's
if that
supposed
place no
to
dey
pay
there, that guy go pay for that.
They will-
When they don't leak. Don't confirm.
He will go to jail if he does not. Guy, but again,
No,
the way the guy was licking his
No,
hand,
I
the guy,
understand
if
that
he
you
sabi
can
lick
feel.
plate, so
No, I understand that. Who sabi lick plate?
the guy where they lick. Yeah, she came back. She came back. Well, like, no, as the guy they lick hand, was it staring at
So
you?
she for chill,
Was
abi?
it staring at you?
It wasn't sexual about it.
So it wasn't.
Nothing like- Yes.
So it was enjoying the food. So he paid no attention to you.
I think that
Was that what pained you?
No. That was. as well.
Was that like behind?
No. That wasn't it. That's why I said I didn't really pay attention to that part. So I don't even know what I was thinking as at that time. It was after the next
Giving
when
him
he started
first, second,
talking
and
about.
third chance.
This is a first date,
This is a first date.
guys.
And I understand when
why would they-
you have to be comfortable with
No,
somebody.
see, that is not
There's
done.
comfort.
No, see, I'm sorry, right? Make the girl say, I will be your girlfriend first. They can't give him like another 2 months before I see you in that element.
What's the worst thing you think you've done on a date?
On
Exactly.
a date? Me? First date?
Yes.
Ha.
First date?
Or a
have
situation where you think that you've been there's no second date with this guy. You've been that guy.
No, with this guy.
No
Guy.
second. I don't. Okay. I don't think I've ever been in that situation.
You've been a perfect date. You've always had a second date.
Yes. Okay. I'll say that.
Femo la la.
La.
La la.
Okay, so I would say if you decide, like I always say, I toast my wife for like a year, but the day when she decide, say I want to go on a date with you, where are you? Now that day finish. I'm not even joking. That day, it was a Christmas, 2008. Yeah, 2007, sorry.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Yay.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys. So it was Christmas, 2007. And she was around Maryland. She was about to go and check a friend somewhere in Maryland. But the friend was not around. Maybe she traveled. I've forgotten her name. She traveled out or so. And no, she went somewhere. And she was a bit stranded in Maryland then. She couldn't get a bus or anything. So I called at that point. Funny story. I just called. And she said, where are you? I said, I'm at Omoli. She said, okay, I'm at Maryland. I said, you know what? Come through. Ha. See, guy, what do you, as she was coming through, I read, Mr. Biggs was like two houses from mine. So it was very easy. So I went, I bought food. So my guys were around. Gerald, my best friend, he was around. And hey, Gerald, what's that? He'll watch later. He will comment, he will say something. So she came for the date. This is my wife now. She came for the date and came to the house. And I carried her on my back. And we went around the compound on my back. Immediately she came in. So that story.
Romantic.
This is let's go back. So the first that I met her,
Yeah, right.
when I saw her, okay, I'm about to give you something. Like, it's not
Exclusive.
you know, I was about to give you that, but you don't deserve it, apparently. Okay, so going back, the first that I met my wife, I told her, I'll marry you.
Mm-hmm.
No jokes. She'll watch this and she'll probably confirm. I'll marry you one day. And she laughed at me and she just, do you know you're short? That's first thing. Do you know you're short? And I don't like dark guys. I say me.
Double
Anyway,
barrel.
do you know what? That's story for another day. Let's go back. Let's go back. Right. So that's never
I
happened
was about
to me.
to say you're describing
Yeah,
your love story.
yeah.
Not
So
why
that
there's no second
that
date.
never happened to me because I was always I know tall. So if you know tall, you guys have some humor, man.
Yeah, bro.
You guys funny. So I was funny.
No love,
and
bro.
I know how to
Double homicide.
Yeah, I was funny, and I know how to interpret body languages. I learned that a long time ago, like reading books, and I learned that a long time ago. And the way you see this posture right here, this one. When if you talk from now till next year, nothing you talk enter my ear. This one right here. When a girl does this, it's finished. So don't make her do this. You need to do everything, say everything possible to stop this
So how does
action.
that work now? So if you say I'm doing this now, you got to
You say, hey, just say, hold on. No, just say,
Maybe you're so-
just say, waiter. Just say, do you want to eat something? Or you say, there's this drink. Okay, by that time, you've already asked questions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you drink? What kind of food do you like? What do you do? All those kind of questions. You would have asked those kind of questions, right? But let's not digress.
Femi, we're talking
We keep digressing.
We keep
digressing. So, okay, there's
We need
story plenty.
prevent the wrong date.
Plenty. It has
second
okay,
date.
It has never happened.
It's never happened.
It has never happened.
Do you know what? You probably had a few. No, you're not even aware about.
Okay, so,
You probably had a lot.
okay, but look at me.
In the
It has
past.
never happened.
Yeah, fair enough.
Really?
It has never happened.
Pre the misses.
Femi,
Absolutely. It has never happened.
Family one drag.
Everyone drag.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, please go ahead.
So I mean, everyone has actually shared, except
Definitely.
you, the guy that has never.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think it has happened to me.
Come
enjoy.
on.
Okay, so
I don't think that happened.
okay, so I mean, yeah, we know, man. No second chances, really. For me, though, my own is once you're you just eat too much.
Hungry.
So that's your
Hungry.
turn off.
Yes,
So-
first date. Because
First date
I want
turn
to
off.
believe it's limited to a
First
couple
date,
of things.
yeah.
I mean, you eat too much. You eat with your mouth open. You use your hands on
Drag your
unnecessary- like that guy that was
You
leading
drag.
plate.
See, listen.
Drag your
you
feet.
drag
You
your
come
feet
late.
on the
Oh
floor.
my
You
God.
come late.
Oh my.
Do you understand?
goodness.
you get those kind of things. Sure, you get. So
Yeah. So
I feel yeah, fair enough. But okay, so now let me flip it here. So what exactly is what do women want? Do you understand?
okay,
On the first date, what would you rather have?
I'd like you guys to share your moments, the days, the dates you've been on that didn't go so well, that you decided that okay, I'm not going to give this guy a second chance. So whatever happened during those few minutes or the hour that you spent on that first date, please let's have it, share with us, make we read, talk on for the next episode. Thanks, guys. So please go
Aren't
ahead.
you gonna do hit the subscribe button?
No, not yet. No,
Not
they
yet.
know what to do now. They know what that.
So I think I'll go first.
Subscribe,
Yeah.
Subscribe, follow Instagram, Twitter,
Like,
Facebook,
everything.
us, repost.
What's that guy's
share.
name? That guy name where they threaten people for fame for taking. What's his name?
Chuck Norris,
No, the guy that did the whole taking.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
so I'll just
Follow.
say that
Subscribe.
Chuck, cool.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh, I
there.
can't.
Yeah,
I
you
got
know
it.
that.
Anyway,
Bye.
let's go ahead.
Okay, so for women, it's different. Do you
What do
understand?
women want?
But-
That's the question.
Yes.
Is it
yes.
what women
What
want
would you
on
rather- how-
face
but
on first
how-
date?
how would you-
or
But how would I
Okay,
rather?
the don'ts. Okay, let's put it this way. The
The
don'ts.
don'ts,
Yes,
yes.
the don'ts on the first date.
Okay, so the don'ts is don't talk too much about yourself, right? Let everybody talk. Like, ask questions. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk about yourself, but
Okay.
don't overdo it. Let's say you want this conversation, and then you say, I'm with I know this person. This person makes me happy, and stop forming. Yes, try not to talk too much. Don't be arrogant. Basically, you can eat too much. I like food, so we can share a common.
Oh, I eat well plate too.
No, I don't lick my hands. So if it's sweet, you can like want to, but just like I can eat swallow outside. My best food is amala and ogbono soup, like on point.
But I don't trust people that don't like ewedu and gbegiri.
Well, I don't like begiri.
I don't trust people that don't like ewedu and
Begiri on
gbegiri.
its
If you
own,
tell me,
if it's
it's like, for
yes,
example,
I
you
do
tell me
that.
you don't
With
love
ewedu,
plantain,
I don't like
I
it.
look at you.
Why do you hand like this?
It vests me. Plantain are my best food.
Oh,
If you don't like plantain,
I don't like plantain though.
I'm sorry, I don't like you.
There we go.
As in, there's one of my friends. His name is Bond. He's not here. He doesn't like plantain.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Bond.
Bond.
Yes.
You're missing out on
Bond,
the best
you don't like
episode
plantain,
so
I don't like
far.
Anyway, so let's go back.
Have a conversation. I like a quiet environment. A lot of people don't like that, but I like a quiet environment. Me, you, we talk about things we need to talk about. Please don't ask me questions about tell me about yourself. I don't do that.
I'm a
Please,
job interview.
as in, I don't
But you
like.
should have a resume by now.
Yes.
Please.
Tell me yourself by now. At this stage.
I
should have
don't.
a resume.
I can't
the
even. I
question
can't
is
even
wrong.
deal.
The
I
question
can't
is
even
wrong.
tell me about yourself. We're here to have a
No.
conversation. You're not
That
here
would
to start asking
never
me jam
happen.
questions. Tell
That
me
should
about
never
yourself.
happen.
She's
I'm not
sapiosexual.
starting.
It does.
She's sapiosexual.
Really?
It does.
Tell me
A
about
lot.
yourself.
A lot. It
No.
does.
Okay, so
And this is why my preference is not the sit down date.
Because the question has to come
That
up at some
only
point
ever
now.
comes up really when you're
Not
in a
necessarily
restaurant
with
and
those-
you're on a sit down date.
okay, so it's pretty simple.
Not
Sorry.
necessarily
Ask
using
questions.
those.
That's why you
A-
ask
a-
questions. What do you want to know about me?
Yeah,
What
a
do you want
bit
to know
of
about
Yeah,
a bit
fair
of
enough.
a
Sometimes-
bit of hey guys, a bit of advice. You're on a sit down date. One of the first things you should talk about is where you are.
Yeah.
Right? You talk about the place. It's okay. The waiter comes. Oh, I like the way the waiter. You know?
Femi, not Netflix.
No, hold on. The waiter comes over and acts
Okay, are we
properly.
on?
You get me?
Right? And acts properly. Takes your order and everything. Oh, the waiter was quite nice. What do you think? And she says, yeah, I don't mind. Okay, so which other kind of what kind of places have you been to? Right? Have you ever had this kind of experience somewhere else, or was it the opposite?
Uti, do you have a pen, please?
Do you understand?
I need to take notes.
Mental notes.
Mental. I'm like,
It happens. It's not like all the time. There's a way to understand. Like I said, you need to understand the person you're with. If she wears, okay, like I don't really like girls that come out on a date that wear revealing dresses.
But we're talking about
Too
first
revealing.
dates here, though.
Yeah, first date, revealing. First date. She comes and
What do
she
you think about that?
comes
What do you
out
think
without
about that?
without
That's
a
not
bra.
my preference, so I kind of support
Yeah,
that.
she
Yeah,
comes out
exactly.
without a bra and is maybe dress is up here. I don't know. For me, that's not being decent. That's guy, calm down. We'll see our nakedness, right?
What?
Calm down.
Hell no.
Like no,
So no.
no. Understand?
No,
As in, calm down.
Hell no.
But you like revealing.
Anyway, I'm not going to answer that.
No, it seems like you like revealing dresses.
At this point, you need to end this episode. Yeah, this is part 1. Yeah,
End one episode. No,
This is part 1 with Davina and Fehinti.
we've not even started.
Are we done?
We're not done. We're
We're
not
not
started. Why
ready.
are you ending? Wait,
Part
hold on.
Just
Hold
go
on.
to the next video.
Hold on.
Go
Is
to
it
the next video?
Is
Yeah?
it? Is that an hour already?
Yes, now. Since now we've been chatting. So everybody say bye.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Next video. Don't worry. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, don't
Like,
forget to like,
Subscribe, share.
follow us on Instagram,
Comment.
Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah.
That guy is a
All right then. Bye.
funny guy.
Bye. End it.
Bye. Good night. Say bye to everybody now.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.
Guy. Guy, for that.